Hello, and welcome to Study Player. I'm thrilled to share a simple and powerful way to improve your English speaking skills, the shadowing technique. What is shadowing? It's when you listen to someone speak in English and repeat their words immediately after them. Try to match their voice, speed, and emotion like you're their shadow. This method helps you speak clearly, understand English better, and feel confident in conversations. Today, I have a brand new story for you to practice shadowing. It's called The Lost Diary, and it's told by a young woman named Priya, who's also the main character. Are you ready? Let's get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Study Player channel for more shadowing stories to boost your English skills. My name is Priya. I'm 20 years old and I live in a small town with my parents and my older brother Vikram. I'm a college student and I love writing in my diaries where I keep my dreams, thoughts, and secrets. But one day, something happened that turned my ordinary day into an adventure. It was a sunny afternoon. I was at the park near my college, sitting under a big banyan tree, writing in my diary. My phone buzzed with a message from my best friend Neha. It said, Priya, meet me at the town library at 3 p.m. It's urgent. I was puzzled. Neha usually called, not texted, and she never sounded so serious. I tried calling her, but her phone was off. I checked the time, it was 2:15 p.m. I had less than an hour. I packed my diary in my bag, put on my scarf, and grabbed my bicycle. I shouted to my brother, Vikram, I'm going to the library. Neha needs me. He waved and said, Be careful, Priya. I pedaled fast through the busy streets. The market was crowded, people buying fruits, vendors shouting, and kids running around. The sun was warm, but I felt a nervous knot in my stomach. When I reached the library, it was quiet, with tall shelves of books and a few people reading. I looked for Neha near the entrance, but she wasn't there. I waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. No Neha. I started to worry. Did something happen to her? While waiting, I saw a little boy sitting at a table, looking upset. His eyes were watery, and he was holding an empty backpack. I walked over and said softly, Hey, are you okay? He looked up, sniffling. I lost my book, he said. It was a gift from my grandma. My heart sank. I'm Priya, I said. What's your name? He said his name was Aryan. I sat next to him and gave him a chocolate from my bag. Let's look for it together, I said. He smiled a little, and we started checking the nearby shelves. Just then, my phone rang. It was Neha. Priya, where are you? She asked, her voice shaky. I'm at the library entrance, waiting for you, I said. Oh no, she replied. I meant the cafe next to the library. I'm here and I'm scared. Please come fast. I told Aryan I'd be back and ran outside to the cafe. My heart was pounding. When I got there, I saw Neha sitting in a corner, her face pale. Neha, I called, rushing to her. She hugged me tightly. Priya, thank you for coming, she said, her voice trembling. What's wrong? I asked. She looked around nervously. I think someone took my bag, she said. I left it on a bench in the park, and when I went back, it was gone. I saw a woman in a red scarf walking away with it. I was shocked. Did you see her face? I asked. Neha shook her head. No, but I'm sure it was my bag. It had my wallet and my favorite necklace inside. I looked out the cafe window. The street was busy, but I didn't see anyone in a red scarf. Let's go to the police, I said. We started walking toward the police station nearby, but I suddenly realized something: my diary. I checked my bag, and it was gone. My heart sank. I must have left it at the park when I rushed to meet Neha. Neha, my diary is missing too, I said, panicking. She grabbed my hand. We'll find it, Priya. Let's check the park first. We hurried back to the park. The banyan tree was still there, but my diary wasn't on the bench. I felt like crying. My diary had my poems, my thoughts, everything. As we searched, I saw a woman in a red scarf sitting near a fountain, holding a familiar blue book. My diary. I pointed and whispered to Neha, "That's her." Neha's eyes widened. "And that's my bag next to her." We didn't know what to do. My hands felt cold. I said, "Stay here. I'll talk to her." I walked over slowly. "Excuse me," I said, my voice shaking. "That's my diary, and that bag belongs to my friend." The woman looked surprised. "Oh, I found these on the bench," she said. I was waiting to see if someone would come back for them. I wasn't sure if I believed her, but she handed me the diary and Neha's bag. Neha ran over, checking her bag. "Everything's here," she said, relieved. I hugged my diary tightly. "Thank you," I told the woman. She smiled. "You're lucky I stayed." Something felt off, but we didn't want trouble. We thanked her again and walked away. At the police station, we reported what happened. The officer listened and said, "We'll look into it. It's good you got your things back." Neha squeezed my hand. "You're so brave, Priya," she said. I laughed. "Next time, meet me at the right place." We both smiled, but I still wondered about the woman in the red scarf. Was she really just helping? Or was there more to it? When I got home, my parents were waiting. "Priya, you're late," Mom said, worried. I told them everything. Dad hugged me. "You're my strong girl," he said. That night, I wrote in my diary about the day losing it, finding it, and helping Neha. I felt proud. A week later, I was at the library again, studying. Someone tapped my shoulder. It was Aryan, the little boy, holding a book and smiling. "Priya, I found my book," he said, "and I wanted to give you this." He handed me a small handmade bookmark with "Thank you" written on it. I smiled. "Aryan, this is so sweet." We chatted, and he said, "Can I come to the library with you sometimes?" I nodded. "Of course, we are friends now." That day taught me something important. Life can be unpredictable, and sometimes we lose things that matter. But when we stay brave and kind, we find more than what we lost. I went to the park to write in my diary, but I found courage, friendship, and trust in myself. Now it's your turn to practice. Watch this video again on the Study Player channel. Pause after each sentence and repeat using the shadowing technique. Copy the voice, feel the emotion, and speak with confidence. This is how you grow your English speaking power. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Study Player for more shadowing stories. Thank you for learning with me. See you next time.